Yes, indeed, powerful people. This is another episode of Breaking the Machine. I'm your host, Ahmad the Port, alongside my partner, Spank the Bank.
What up, though?
And today we're taking another incremental step in shifting the culture. Today we have a very powerful episode, late night episode with a very powerful guest, long anticipated. We have our good sister, our sister podcaster on the show with us today, Adora from the Real Talk with Adora and Daisy podcast on today. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, and thanks for having me, y'all.
Oh, yeah, no problem. You know, we had to get you on, you
Absolutely. And we've been doing this whole guest host thing. I wish I could take credit for the idea, but it was actually Spank's idea to get, different guest hosts on the show just to go over different topics. And when we thought of that, you definitely was the first person who came up to our mind. We just been trying to balance schedules and stuff like that. So it's just been a blessing to have you on, and hopefully we can have a powerful conversation and get to some good topics.
I'm nervous.
There's nothing to be nervous about. There's nothing to be nervous. We ain't gonna come out swinging, talking about topics. But a topic that I was thinking about today was, breaking the machine on being alone during your truth-seeking journey.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, through my experience, when you go through truth-seeking, you feel like you need to be alone. You feel like you have to be like separated. You can't mess with those people anymore and things of that nature. But from like my experience, I feel like that was the wrong way to go about it. What do y'all think about that? Like truth seeking, going on a truth seeking journey, you think it needs to be alone or it needs to be with a group of people, a group of like-minded people?
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be both.
Mm-hmm.
Alone is always good, but sometimes if you're alone too long, that could be bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a fact.
Yeah, and then like-minded people, if y'all on the same page, then y'all can help each other through the journey.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes we master our routine or just master ourselves being alone, but then when we get with somebody, it opens a completely different part of ourselves that we haven't mastered yet. And it's just like, dang, well, this works for me. Waking up at this time works for me, doing this works for me. But when you're with somebody else, sometimes your habits don't align with them. And you kind of have to learn a whole completely different way of doing things, way of going things, routine to fit somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely had to learn that. I feel like with me, I'm a hard worker, so sometimes I can overwork, do things that, and I'm just like the type of person, I can work and just ghost everybody. You know what I'm saying? And just get work done and do different things but you can't do that. Even when I'm stressed. When I'm stressed, I don't like to talk. How does that work in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? If your solution but if I'm just by myself, then that's perfect because ain't nobody here to check me about just being quiet. But when you with somebody like that, don't work. So sometimes it only works so well just mastering yourself alone. If you want to be with somebody and grow with somebody, you have to learn to be accountable by somebody. You don't even have to be in a relationship to do it. You just have to have somebody who's going to hold you accountable. Somebody who's going to check in on you and you got to be open to receiving that, accountability, that love. But I know he asked a question, but I also wanted to ask you about something that I saw you tweet out yesterday. You went viral on Twitter, and I was just you went
viral on Twitter?
Yes.
For what?
She went viral. She went up, and that was the first thing I wanted to ask you. I wish I had my phone in front of me to read the exact tweet. You might know it by heart, but she tweeted this thing about relationships, and so many people was relating to it. So many people love it. I'm pretty sure some people was hating, but I just wanted to ask you about the tweet and what kind of prompted that thought.
See, I don't be on Twitter like that. I need to go on Twitter.
Yeah, her Twitter be lit, man. She be dropping.
You be on there talking
gems.
a lot.
Sometimes
She be dropping some gems. It says, "I do in fact think that I'll have a fairy tale life with my man," and I'm telling you, that it went up. What kind of prompted you to to tweet that out and tell me what?
Fuck out of here, man.
What would you say is the fairy tale life? But first question, what prompted you to tweet that out?
That was just on my mind. I actually was watching TikTok, and this lady on TikTok, she always talk about, you don't have to struggle with a man. You don't have to go through things with a man, especially when you first meet him.
Ding. Ooh, yes.
So that's why it touched when I saw y'all post that earlier. But that just was something I was thinking. And I was just I'm not crazy. I can have a fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
And people think fairy tales are a delusion, and it's not. Everybody's so used to toxic people, and the hard way, they make it unknown that it's true to have a fairy tale. Of course, that's going to come with problems, but like, I'd rather have problems with someone who want to have problems with me, meaning they're open to communicate that. We can talk about it. We can get through it versus somebody who just tolerate me. And when somebody tolerates you, you feel it. So it's not the fairy tale that you want.
So what separates like the fairy tale from just like a good situation? Like what is that one thing that people feel like is so unrealistic that it's just like, well, I want this, but I also want that fairy tale, you know.
Somebody waking up choosing you every day. I think that's what a fairy tale is. I'm going to do life with you. No matter what comes our way, you my person. That's what I think it is. I've never had it before, but that's what I think.
That's beautiful.
No, I don't think that's a fairy tale at all.
Yeah,
I don't think so at all. I do think a lot of people have been hurt out here, and it's just like I just learned it's different balances for different things, man. Like I feel like when you in a hurt place, or I don't want to say if you've been hurt, you shouldn't be with somebody who's not been hurt, but
yes, I feel like yes.
I mean that's like a loaded thing, but I've definitely seen the other side. Like dang, like you so hurt you can't even accept. Now you hurting me. Now I'm gonna hurt somebody else, and it's just like a domino effect. Because you couldn't trust me. Like you could have that man who gonna be there for you, but if you in a hurt place, he gonna walk right past you. Didn't even know some people don't even know what some people are willing to do for them because they don't know how to bring it out. And I was thinking about that the other day, like the fact that somebody might be like so impressed by something small you do for them, and it's just like, I was about to do something incredible for you, but your mindset wasn't the mindset to bring that out of me because you had a scarce mindset. So you take it and then you don't know how to appreciate it. You don't know how to appreciate the small things. Once you appreciate the small things, somebody wants to do big things. But sometimes we can't appreciate small things because we so hurt. Like, I seen this before. You ain't never seen this before. But it's just so much pain, and I be feeling it on me now. Like, I feel like I didn't have a lot of pain, like, a couple years ago, but now I got some pain now, and I'm like, shit, I be trying not to, like, let it out, but on other people, but like that's a real thing. Like when you hurt and you dealing with somebody who might not have went through the stuff you went through, you got to cherish that and like make space for that, because that's a real thing, man.
That's why it's important to heal, but people aren't healing. They're just like, okay, you don't want to be with me next. Like I've seen so many people on my timeline be in like 6 relationships in the past 2 years. I just be like, dang. And it's not
soul
that
ties and everything, because you know they fucking.
It's just nobody is healing. So it's like, if you're not healed, you're not giving that person a fair chance. And then people are bringing their problems on you. Like, I didn't have been in a situation before, and he'd be like, I want to, but I'm scared because this is what happened before. But it's just like you projecting your fears and not even giving the full chance. So it's like, what are we doing?
So this goes to my next topic. This go right next to my next topic. So does expectations and communication create domestic violence? So the reason why I said this because of that's
a heavy change, dog.
No, because what you just said something that kind of sparked me to say that, just because of the Keke Palmer situation. I don't know if y'all seen it.
Yeah,
she got a restraining order on her dude. Now, I true-heartedly feel that the cause of everything that's going on is expectations. I think, and the reason why I say that is because what happened with the Usher situation. You know, she went out with a dress on. He didn't like that. So his expectation is, you a mother, you my girl. The fuck you out here halfway naked for? You know what I'm saying? That's his expectations. But he probably never voiced that. So now he mad and going crazy. And you know, he's a abuser.
Let that be known that they weren't on the same level anyways.
Wow, what you mean by that?
Like, she was way more successful than him.
That doesn't mean anything.
I felt like she was a threat anyways, and that was the perfect example for him to try to tarnish her character.
I disagree.
Because you got to think, she was never a girl that was outside. You will never see her just doing any and everything.
Right.
She always been in the lane of her own.
Yeah.
So that one time, I felt like he saw it like, okay, I'm getting ready to attack her. Because that was a simple conversation he could have had.
I don't think he was like looking at it to attack her. Like, I really think he was like hurt and shocked. You know what I'm saying? That's his baby mama. It ain't no regular chick. Like, this is my baby mama. Like, niggas don't play when it comes to their baby mamas. They really don't. You see it. So I don't think it had anything to do with attack. Like, he was pissed. He was pissed.
He was, but why you got to go on social media about it?
I mean,
and this is why I said they not on the same level, because if she was a regular girl, he wouldn't have did that.
We don't know
because
that.
she was Keke Palmer, he did that.
We don't know that because I see a lot of brothers that go off on their baby mamas on the internet. You know?
Well, it wouldn't have got that much attention.
It wouldn't, because I see a lot of stuff on the internet. And I'd be like, if they was famous, this would be crazy. But since, you know, they're local and so many people don't follow them, you know, you're just going to keep scrolling past. You know, you might just look a little bit and just keep scrolling past.
Because I'm not trying to be funny. He was a stay-at-home dad, right?
Yeah.
It looked like it.
Yeah. Which there's nothing wrong with that either.
It's not anything wrong with that. I actually follow a stay-at-home dad on TikTok. I love him. Shout out to Joey. But he said it worked for them, and it do. But I just feel that's where the expectation come in. I think that they weren't mentally supposed to be. I don't think.
Do you feel like in your last relationship you were someone that was expecting your boyfriend to do certain things, and like when things didn't go the way, did you like get mad or?
It's so funny. I haven't been in a relationship my whole 20s. Like I've been single for like 10 years.
Dang.
But if I can remember right, I was outgrowing him. He was a year younger than me, and I did have expectations, and he didn't meet them. So that's why I was like, no. I was just like continuously growing, and he wasn't growing with me. Like, so I outgrew him. And he was a good person. He just wasn't where I was mentally, and I already see how that would have ended in the end.
Yeah, I feel like with the whole expectations thing, I feel like the boundaries and the expectation, you kind of have like, you got to set some, and I feel like the man has to really stand on it. I don't want to say the most, but you got to stand on your expectations and your boundaries.
No,
he
he does.
If this is your expectation of your woman, this boom, you also got to have expectations for that violence. Like, I ain't gonna, you can expect that I never do this. You can expect that I never do that. So even though you breaking your expectations, I'm gonna still hold mine up. You know what I'm saying? And you can expect that I'm gonna leave you right now because you broke my expectations, so you can expect that I'm gonna leave you. And expect that I'm not going to do this. I feel like both things can be, can coexist. That I expected this out of you, but you didn't do it, but you can still expect me to hold my side up. I feel like the part that gets blurry is when you don't do what you're supposed to do, then I'm not going to do what I said I was going to do. That's when it gets like to a different level. And I feel like, that ain't no man shit, to be honest. And I ain't just saying stuff because it sound good. I'm saying stuff because I try to hold myself to a certain standard. You know what I'm saying? Me and you didn't have conversation. It's like, it honestly gets into spaces where you could, act out of character, but it's just like, you have to have an expectation of holding. It's just like, you can't rehearse for some of these moments. You know what I'm saying? For some of these life situations, you can't rehearse, but you definitely can, you can control yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't control how you're going to feel, but you can control yourself. And it's difficult, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like just because somebody didn't hold the end of the bargain doesn't mean you can't do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
In my opinion,
That's also comes with maturity. Because be honest, he did not have to go on Twitter and state how he felt. I don't care how mad he was. That's called having control over your emotions as a grown man. So that was a little boy move that he pulled.
It definitely was. Yeah. It was a hurt moment for him. Yeah. It triggered him,
I mean, I couldn't imagine being with a woman with that much fame and that much you really got to be locked. You got to be off social media to be in a successful relationship like that. In my opinion.
Yeah. That's
because
facts.
people will get in your head. Like, imagine seeing your woman everywhere. She's with us. Then your homeboys hitting you up and they in your ear about it. Like, y'all got to be locked in outside of that. Like that, you can't even touch that social media. Like, you got to be on some Jay-Z, Beyonce stuff. Like, you can't eat. You got to have somebody run that shit for you. Like,
and when you see them on the internet, you see them together. So
that's fact.
Like, I really feel like I feel like that's just I just couldn't imagine that. I feel like that's a whole different level. Like, I see a lot of famous relationships do that. Like, it's like they communicate through social media. If they got a beef, they'll go to social media and do it. And I just feel like, damn, like when you got a team and she got a team and your team talking to her team, or you feel like, oh man, you just disrespecting me online or this, it's just, I can't imagine that. Like, I feel like that'd be a mess. And I know a lot of men talk about that, like, not wanting a woman who's like super known on social media and stuff like that. Yeah, I couldn't imagine that.
Would you want a guy that was super known on the media?
No, I don't. But if you are a mature man who handles your business on social media and that's it, and you know how to keep your personal life off social media, yes.
You want children?
I do.
How many?
How many God want for me?
Okay, I like that answer. I like that response.
I
like that response. I like that response. I don't know. I guess it just feels good to talk to a lady that's our age and I actually want to bear children and want to get married and you know, because right now our age group, we out here saying fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing's genuine anymore.
Yeah. It's not.
Everybody want to play get back, tit for tat. You did this first, I'm getting you back. It's just too much.
Hurt.
And it is, and they just put it on each other.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be an emotional security person for me. So like, you got to really go through therapy for me.
A person got to go through therapy to date you?
At this point, yes. I'm in therapy. I'm almost healed.
Okay, Dirk. Okay, Dirk.
So it's like, I feel like a person that's healed can only understand me.
But what am I? That person just don't believe in like going to therapy, but they're healed through the Holy Spirit.
That I'm not gonna say you have to go to therapy, but you got to be doing some type of self-awareness, like checking yourself.
Right.
Therapy don't work for everybody. I get that, but like, you got to be self-aware of your issues.
How do you know if you healed though?
How I react to things, my mindset. So I can say I'm 90% there of not letting people get me out of character.
So now you know how to channel or control your emotions. So you used to snap a lot. I can see that's that West Side shit. Yeah. West Side females.
I used to didn't have control over my emotions, and I would just spaz out.
But I really think that's come with growth. I feel like I'm glad you did take therapy for that.
No, I just grew.
Okay.
You can't be 30 on the internet arguing with people.
Yeah. No, like that's just like listen. I think I'm at the age of my life. I look at a lot of things that I did, and I just like, why did I do that? You know, why did I do that? Why did I say that? I say that to myself more every day. Like, bro, why did I say that? Why the fuck I say that? Why? Like, I really hate what comes out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But now as I'm getting to the age, like, all right, bro. You know, one, I can't take back what I did say. You know, two, you know, think before you speak, because I used to just go. You know what I'm saying? But I think that just come with growth and experience. You know, like now I'm at a point in my life just to you know, like you said, relax and control my anger, control my mouth, you know, because I don't know who I can hurt. Well, I said a lot of hurtful things. I was a person that did tap, you know what I'm saying? So
it's the opposite side of that too. Like, dang, I wish I would have said something really wild. You know what I'm saying? I definitely been there like, dang, I played that way too cool. Yeah. And now you feel like you know me, or now for the rest of my life, for the rest of existence, I have to be like, man, I took an L in that situation when I could have just went out bad.
But what's crazy?
And I have to be honest, like I can be toxic in that way. Like, you know, just like, dang, I wish I would have went in like a different way about it.
But that's crazy. Like me thinking, like having that thought, I thought the same way. Like, man, I should have said something. Me being like, I should have said something maybe to the person that just say something and saying some off the wall type shit.
Silence so powerful.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie. So a couple years ago, I like had a big friend fallout, right? And I used to be that person. Like, I gotta say what I gotta say. So it's now to the point where sometimes some things are better left unsaid. Like, I'm so accountable and I'm so mindful of things that if me and you have a problem, let me call you back at a later time and maybe we can figure it out from here. Like, I be on that. Instead of just snapping, because when you snap, ain't nobody listening.
No.
So what are we really talking about?
Facts.
So you put in too much. By the time you done arguing, you tired. So it's like, I feel like now, especially if you want this person in your life, or if a person you have to deal with, like a business partner, a child's parent, you know, y'all have to speak to each other. So y'all got to be respectful about it. So now I have to be very accountable of how I speak. So if I feel like it's not the time and we just gonna go at each other, we just not gonna talk right now.
Do you feel like it's still a lot of comparison going on during our group age? I'm gonna say our group age, but like,
yeah, it be a lot of stuff like Valentine's Day when people like Ari and Jada and them post stuff. It's girls with regular lives that be, if he ain't coming like this, I don't want him. But it's just like, you're not even in that tax bracket.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta work with what you got.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know, man. I just be trying to think like with the women out here, and like I think it's just Detroit women.
This is happening all over.
It is,
Yeah,
but it is like this bossy attitude. I don't know. That's scaring brothers away. Nobody want to deal with a woman that's so bossy. Yeah, I don't need a nigga. I got this. I got a rolling on. I got this, and that. I'll be like,
unhealed people,
man.
Unhealed people, because we all know a man is supposed to lead. I don't care how much money I
get. Say it again.
How successful I get.
Hold on, say it again.
I want to need you.
No, say it again. Man or what?
Our leaders.
Okay. Man, no, you said man supposed to.
Are supposed to lead.
Thank you.
Yeah, they are.
Thank you.
So if I'm trusting you to lead me, I'm gonna believe. I'm gonna let you lead.
And that's a hard task. You know what I'm saying? As speaking as a man. That's a that's a very, very hard task. But like man, women need to hear you say that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that will solve a lot of issues in our community if we just knew our roles. You know what I'm saying? Man, and then the woman. Like, I'm not the boss of you. You know what I'm saying? We're equal. You know what I'm saying? Because we both was made, in this image. He said both of us. So it's just I have a role. We just have a role to play. So like, I feel like also us men too. Like, we not the boss of y'all. We not supposed to boss y'all around. We supposed to just guide you, and lead you to whatever you want to do. And I don't know where women get why they can't submit to a man or let a man lead. Like, I don't see why it's always a fight with that. Like, I cannot see why it's always a fight. Like,
I feel like, some women have big goals, and I feel like leadership looks different when you're dealing with a woman who has big goals. If the goal of this woman is just to have a family and to raise a family and have children, different things like that, that's different. Like, I feel like it's easier for most men to be able to lead that type. But if your woman is very ambitious and has like big goals and like she wants you to teach her something and like you doing big things, and so she wants you to be able to elevate her to your understanding, your knowledge level, like that's a whole nother like level of leadership. You know what I'm saying? Like if this woman, she wants, I don't even want to say she wants like a lot, like in terms of like lavish items and like abundance and different things like that, but she wants to elevate in terms of her purpose in her career. If she just has a bakery, she wants 10 bakeries. So now in order to lead her, you have to also lead the relationship and different things like that, but you got to lead her to her goal. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you her man, you're supposed to help her achieve her dreams. You know what I'm saying? Or she going to find somebody else who's going to help her achieve her dreams. Don't even mean she got to be with them, but she's going to get a team that's going to help her. Like she needs somebody who's going to help her achieve those dreams. If her dream is just to have a family, and that's different. But I've definitely seen like, if she got some big goals, like that ain't nothing that like just anybody can just like lead this woman. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger than just nice talk and different things like it's.
Yeah, that's why you date the people you on the same level with.
Yeah,
that's very important.
Yeah,
it's very important. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some women out here that love taking care of their man. They the leader in the household. They take care of everything. But I mean, I guess it would works for best for who they are.
So let's go to the next topic then, because so around going around, the last couple of weeks on the internet, a brother named Minister Yada saying, he ain't going 50-50 with his woman. Other dude said he is. So are you taking a traditional man side, or you taking a man that's going 50-50 with his woman?
I'm not going 50-50. A man is a leader.
He is.
A man is a provider.
Yeah, man.
Mentally, physically.
Yeah.
That's just point blank. I'm going to do my job. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to take care of the house. I'm going to take care of the kids. I'm going to cook. I'm going to clean. I will provide in other ways. You know what I'm saying? But as far as going, I'm not going half.
No, I feel you. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of this shit I see on the internet is a joke. Because I had a father. So like when I be really seeing niggas in the comments really fussing about this and the list, I just like be quiet and just laugh in my head like, damn. Y'all daddies didn't teach you how to be a man, bro.
But I'm talking about in any tax bracket, like you can be, whatever type of money you make, a man is supposed to lead the household. And like the one man, maybe she bought the paper towel and the house goods or whatever. Like, I don't think that's 50-50. I just think that we working together as a team. But as far as going fit, I'm not.
Like big bills, he got that.
Mm-hmm. My papa don't go 50-50. He married.
How long you been married?
They They just celebrated their like 28th anniversary, I believe, last week. I don't see him. I've never seen him go 50-50. I call him a couple days before the first of the month. He be at his desk writing out everything.
I think it is a difference when you have children and when you don't have children. Because it's like, I feel like you could pay somebody's bills and they still want to work. You know what I'm saying? So you basically getting the same level of effort, you know, except you just paying all the bills. Like, I know a lot of women say, well, I'll stay at home, I'll cook, I'll do this. But if you don't really have children, sometimes the dynamic can be different. She's still going to work, she's still doing what she got to do, and you're just paying all the bills. So you're not really getting nothing extra in return per se. You just paying all the bills.
If a man lived by himself, what is he doing? Paying all the bills.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
You just gotta help me now. I mean, it is no difference. Like,
I wanted a roommate. I would have just said that.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to be financially ready to be in a relationship.
That is. I just said that last week. I mean, no, that's facts.
Now, God forbid something happened while we're in a relationship. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you lost your job. Forget.
I'm trying to really think. Was I financially stable first? When I wasn't. I don't know. I had a degree. So
but y'all didn't move in together right away, did y'all?
No, hell no. Like, we didn't move in till I had a baby.
I think that's when the relationship gets serious, when y'all move in. I'm not saying it's not serious when y'all don't live with each other, but that's when it's like for real, because y'all finances are in each other's face at this point.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was making like 40 when I first got in my relationship. I'm making more now, but like 40K. That's kind of decent. Mm-hmm. To be in a relationship with 40K. I mean,
you live in between your means.
Yeah, that shit was decent. Like, my rent was only $800. So
in a perfect world.
Man, $800, my car note was like $530. That was ridiculous though. That sucks. That's my
but
whole
you were
check.
young.
Yeah.
Building your credit.
Yeah, building my credit.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not saying that you have to be, but I'm saying when it gets serious like that at this big age.
Yeah, no, you right though. Like, that's why I ain't really laughing at them. You do got to be like financially stable. Like, financial is definitely a key into a successful.
I'm not talking about when you're younger. I'm talking about now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit is really like real life key. Like, that's why I was saying with the date thing. Like, I'll take a girl to like an Ocean Prime or something. We'll take her to like Ocean Prime or something, just to really, not even like to show you off, to break down everything, like my finances to you, tell you what I'm trying to go in life. Like, this what I'm doing, this what I'm trying to do. This is how my shit looking now. This how I'm trying to make it look. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy though. Yeah, money is, you definitely need your money up to be in.
I don't want nobody to break none of that down on the first date. I just kind of want to know if you even gonna vibe.
And I guess I'm like that now because like I said, my shit just been in situations like I gotta let a woman know what's up front, because at the end of the day, you gonna want to know that
maybe
anyway.
The second or the third. The first one, we gotta see if we even vibe. Now I know all your business and I don't even like you.
Shit, you already, in my heart, in my mind, you already vibing with me. We on a date, so I don't care. We on a date, so you vibing with me. I'm just letting you know what's going on.
So you telling her your credit score and everything?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I mean, they could kind of figure that out depending on what card you pull out when you pay for it.
It can, but it could be a business name. Like, I don't know, but you right. They can't figure it out.
Pay attention to cards?
Hell yeah, they
I
do. Hell yeah, they do.
Why
they pay attention to your drawers, your socks. They pay attention to everything.
That's funny.
But I don't know. Me at this age now, at 28, yes, I'm bringing everything on the table.
Credit is worth way more than money. So if you paying in cash, I got my ask you why you paying in cash.
I use my Cash App card for a lot of stuff. That's why I'm like,
they pay attention to that.
Then they would be very deceived. That's why I'm saying that wouldn't be a good.
That's not like you can't. I mean, you can and you can't, but I don't like that.
Yeah, it says a lot if you got a cash card. I ain't saying.
You know how much money I make on Instagram?
I know. But that doesn't see. But like,
maybe when you pull it out, be like, I get paid on Instagram.
I don't say shit. I just put.
But like, yeah, that's cool. Like, people, like, I know people that says that to me all the time. Like, I make a lot of money, but got a Cash App card. And like, I don't be trying to come from. I'll be like, but you want a bank account? You know what I'm saying? You just want a bank account so you can build a relationship with this bank. You know what I'm saying? Because they see all this good money coming in. So say if you is bringing in $5,000 a month, you can go ahead and get a $2,500 credit card. You know what I'm saying? Now they just see you, building a relationship. So with a Cash App, card, you're not building no relationship with nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's just going.
Financial literacy, though. Everybody don't know that.
Yeah, everybody don't know that.
Somebody, please use your bank account.
Yeah,
I use my bank account all the time, but it's like my first initial card to use is gonna be my Cash App because it has the most money.
Right.
Right. I'm saying you take that Instagram account and put it into the bank.
I do. I got a business account like for Breaking the Machine.
Right.
Majority of the money comes from like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and that's kind of how YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and that's kind of what I use to pay for the rent for the studio.
We talking about a date.
What? That's what I'm saying. For a date, I would use a Cash App card.
Why though?
Because it's like it has the most money on it. Like it's just my go-to. I don't know. I don't like using credit cards. I have credit cards. I just don't like using them.
Man, I remember bitch is my best friend when my shit was right. I'm back to rebuild. No, them boys. Well, thing about the credit cards, people, it's the points. Like I had to learn that. Like, okay, I get gas with my regular debit card. I don't get no type of rewards.
If you have a credit card, just use it and take the money from the debit card and pay the credit card off.
Yeah.
It might sound crazy to us, but when you're trying to make big purchases and stuff and you want bigger loans and bigger limits, they look at that type of stuff.
Yeah, I always use my business. I use my business card to buy the stuff, like the furniture for here. Like I use the business card for that, and the rent. Like I pay the rent from. I feel like this is too much information, but
we are talking about on the first date.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I'm saying I do understand business credit. I am business savvy in terms of business credit. And all this
I'm a girl. You took me on a date and you pull out your Cash App card. I'm a woman who looks at that like, why is he
and you would be deceived. That's what I'm saying. You would be deceived.
I'm nosy. I'm asking questions.
No,
he is telling all his business on the first date.
Yeah, I am. I don't care. I'm a grown ass man. Like, I feel like that would attract a woman, to be honest. It definitely would. I mean, I don't know. I've been around older women lately, so it definitely will attract older women, though. If I, telling her all my business on the first day, like, hey, this was up.
But what if while we sitting there, you do something to off me and I don't even like you no more?
Okay, it's plenty of fish in the sea.
Now I know your business.
So? What business do you know? My financial business? Okay. That can change in a year or 6 months.
True.
Or 3 months.
In a month.
True. So, on to the next fish. I don't know. I just feel like on the first day, you should be very open. Now. Like, first day, I'm open and telling you everything.
Let's not waste no time.
Let's not waste no time, because we ain't got that much time left. I'm 28. We knocking
time
on
ticking.
Time is ticking. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
Ain't nothing else to wait on.
I feel like I'll be overwhelmed with all that information.
Yeah, I don't know if I would give all that information, but I definitely I understand it though. I definitely understand it. Definitely understand it. I just think it's just places and spaces, man. You got to be in the right space for certain things. But yeah, like I was saying about the paying bills thing, I definitely understand it, and I believe that it's 100%. I agree with it. I was raised that way, but I don't want to pay nobody's bills till I'm married. I feel like that's a trigger. That's a trigger for me.
That's 100. Like I feel like a lot of us niggas got caught up and got trapped by these hoes. We can cut this part off, but
yeah.
No, for real,
because it's like that devil be on my shoulder.
Now you bringing them out.
Yeah, that devil be on my shoulder. I'm like, I ain't even gonna speak about it, but that pen, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like all lessons. It's all.
Yeah, it is, but like, I'm glad you said it. You gotta be married to that woman. That's one. Like a lot of these girlfriends be tripping. You know what I'm saying?
I had to learn that the hard way.
Man, me too.
Like you was telling me, we was talking on the phone one day. He said, "Man, I only know how to treat a woman like my wife. I don't know how to treat her like my girlfriend." And I was like, "Damn, that's real." Yeah, I only saw my parents married all my life. I only know how to treat a woman like my wife. I don't know how to not pay her bills and take care of her and do stuff like that. Yeah. And if she not ready for that, or she not even like, she might be so traumatized up, she don't even appreciate what you doing because she feel like, if I appreciate this, then you think you own me.
Hey, I should have said boundaries. I'm thinking about all type of stuff.
Some women don't even want to take what you got because they feel like triggered. Like, dang, if I take this money, he gonna think he own me. I'm just trying to help you out, baby. You can't even open yourself up to me providing and taking care of you. You so traumatized up. Now you traumaing me up. Now we just in the trauma space.
Yeah, I've never done the living thing. Never.
Shacking up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wrong. I'm just being honest.
I've like stayed nights and nights and nights, but I've always had my own place. That don't count because if I'm irritated, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, wow. Facts.
I mean, and I don't live here, so it's like I don't have any clothes here. This is your space. This your couch.
If you irritated, you gonna leave?
Yeah, she talking about like
I'm
she's
saying
just
like
spending the night.
if I'm spending the night and I don't have to be here. It's not my house. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I'm just saying.
I didn't used to like girls spending the night to create.
No,
I'm gonna lay up with you.
It's not technically landhood, but it's like we go to sleep and we wake up and you go about your day.
You gonna go about my day.
I'm gonna go about my day. I mean, it's like a tryout. And before we do this big thing, no? You just gonna move in with somebody and don't know what they're capable of?
Yeah.
You don't know somebody until you live with them.
Right. So you're not gonna know. You talking about like you gonna get the same experience.
Yeah, like that might be for you. But overall, you don't know someone until you live with them. You don't know if someone's really clean. Because if we're dating and I'm allowing you in my space, I might have just cleaned up because I'm allowing you over.
So you feel like you got to live with him first before you get married and live with him?
No, I'm saying I'll stay a night or two.
Oh, that ain't nothing. I thought you were talking about like you got to get married. I mean,
no,
live with him first and then, okay, he clean. Okay, now if he asks me to marry him, I'll marry him because I know he clean.
No, it's deeper stuff. Living with I've heard some crazy stories. I've never lived with any. Like I've never been forced to be in the same house with somebody if I didn't want to be there. So if y'all in an argument and we not talking, you on that side of the house, I'm on that side of the house. Like it'd be war in the house. I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't want to experience that.
Man.
That's why I said I want to be with somebody that wants to be. Like, don't get me wrong. I know you might get irritated, but that's why we got boundaries set to the point where we know how to deal with that. Maybe you have a man cave.
Yeah, I definitely need
something.
A man cave.
Like, that way it won't even be like that.
Do you feel like you're controlling?
Ooh. I don't think so.
In what aspect?
I don't know. Just like in relationships?
No. I'm not controlling, but I do.
Your boundary, your expectations are very high. Your standards, I ain't gonna say expectations. Your standards are very high.
Yeah.
Which is a good
I'm just
thing.
saying, like, are you willing to get ugly? Like, are you willing to, and I know stuff gets ugly, but it's just like, do you feel like you in that space to go through that ugly phase, where you got maybe disagreement or different things like that? Because you talking about we get in an argument, I'm just leaving. Like, damn, you gonna leave?
I'm saying I'm not forced to be there. I don't live there.
I get it, but it's just
I'm not saying in mid argument, let me get my stuff and go. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah. But if the vibe is off, I'm not staying here.
I get what she meant.
I get what she's saying too.
I'm gonna give you a couple days, like something. It's.
Are you willing to grind with me though?
Yes, I am. If I'm not in a relationship. In a relationship, yes.
I just feel like a lot of issues could get solved in the moment, but it's just like
that goes back to what I was saying earlier. You gotta want to.
Yeah.
If we not both willing to want to, it's not gonna work like that.
Yeah.
That's like we gotta meet each other in the middle. Like I said, like, if I'm telling you I don't like this,
that's true.
A person who want to be with you are going to try to abide by. Let me not do this because it triggers him, or let me not do this because it's going to irritate him. Or I'm not saying like be perfect because no one is perfect, but I'm just saying it's just like I know he having a bad day. Let me just let him, give him his space. I think people irritate people on purpose.
And just staying in the house doesn't mean you're trying to work things out just because you're in the house. And so I get it.
I mean, now I'm not forced to stay, but
being present doesn't mean that you're present. You're just there. I get it.
How can we become the one of the biggest podcasters in 8 months?
Staying consistent.
What
Putting
else?
out intentional content.
What else? Both of y'all can answer. Cause I feel like it's about that time. I really feel like in the city,
it's that time.
like in the city, y'all got the hottest female podcast, like hands down. And I feel like we got the hottest male podcast. You know what I'm saying? I just be feeling some type of way when I don't get the recognition, but also I gotta understand. All right,
y'all not riding waves either.
Yeah, ooh.
It's a lot of stuff. I feel like I love Detroit, but I think a lot of the popular people, it's hard to stay popular around here unless you do certain things. So that's just what I think, because it's people that I feel like should have been came on our podcast, but you know, they still be looking at like, who is y'all? But I know the moment we be the who's for real, they gonna be like, oh,
and I want to ask you who. Because
it's a lot of people.
No, because like the reason why I want to ask who, you had Cash Down Vezo, so who is bigger than them that's acting like they can't come on y'all shit?
It's people that's like that.
Okay.
And then people don't understand the power of business. Like upcoming artists, I think it's mandatory they go on podcasts.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
But you know, people be in their feelings about other people that didn't came on the podcast, and it just be like, I'm not friends with nobody that came on this podcast. It's all business at the end of the day. Like, of course, we're having a vibe, so it looks as if we're having fun. But I mean, this is what I love to do, so I'm having fun while doing so. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're not a messy platform. Like, we're not known to be messy.
Right.
So it's like, I'm not gonna put you in harm's way about it, but that's just my thing. People think they're bigger than what they are, and instead of us working together to be the city, to have our whole city on lock, it seems impossible.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you say all the time, and like I say sometimes, you got to study the greats. And when it comes to this podcast stuff, like, man, I study every day. You know what I'm saying? And can't nobody tell me. Like, I really could teach a course on this, you know, and it's deeper than numbers. You know, it's exactly what you said. Like, I know how to make the numbers bigger. I know how to make the numbers greater. Like, I study digital marketing, so I understand how to do it because I study other platforms to do it. You know what I'm saying? In terms of dropping clips, and then you were talking about this topic, and then you got like a little, I mean, I feel like we just did that with the Jeezy interview, but it was classy and it was on time, like, and it was in our lane. I'm not speaking on something that's out of our lane, you know, just like, oh, this happened with Young Miami, so now we talking about, I don't want to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? That's out of my realm, but also understand that who the demographic is, who are our listeners. Like, if you look at somebody like Lex Friedman or somebody like Joe Rogan, they kind of live outside of the spectrum. Their people are like farmers, and then they got factory workers, then they got CEOs, then they got workout people, and then they got all these different people, and they'll listen to a podcast for 2-3 hours. We have largely black demographics, so they want to be entertained. They want to, you know, laugh. They want to cry. They want to go through the range of emotions. So we have to do some, you know, like entertaining a part of that. So we have to get certain guests on. We have to do all these different things. But when I look at somebody like the Minimalist, they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Every week they talk about decluttering your closet, or they talk about not eating so much, or they talk about, you know, lowering your travel budget, traveling more, working less, different things like that. And they do more numbers than 85% of the biggest podcasts in the world.
But that's what they audience about.
That's the audience.
They a middle class. That's all middle class.
But I feel like we're forming a new audience that doesn't exist. People don't understand this podcast space. Yes, it's old, but it's very rarely new. Like the slew of like new podcasters, I feel like it was just in the last 5 years. Like in terms of everybody getting the podcast. Yeah. It used to be an elitist thing. Like you had to. It was like people who was in radio shifted to podcast. Then you got celebrities getting to it. Now the world is into it. That was like a new development. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like this is new. Your audience is like completely different than any other audience I've ever seen. By the guests that y'all have on, the conversations that y'all have, the talk. Like I saw y'all do y'all live event. Y'all bringing people out. Like that doesn't exist nowhere. It's just only in y'all RSS feed on Apple Music and Amazon and all that other stuff. Just like our audience. Like when I started this podcast, I said, hey, man, I want to touch college students all over the country. And I want to touch young people from the ages of 13 to 18. That was who I targeted. And we've been doing this for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And for us to have our event at North Carolina Central and then talk to these college students, it's like, bro, it didn't exist until we did it. You know what I'm saying? These college students wasn't listening to podcasts of our demographic. They listening to all these other big names, you know, with people who are 40 years plus. But, like, we're forming audiences that never existed. You know what I'm saying? And we're in, like, our demographic, you can't be like, all right, well, I can go over and listen to 80 people who listen to 85 South going to listen to Breaking the Machine. Like, it's completely different audiences, man. Like, completely different. And, I mean, well, you know, Spotify does have, like, different metrics. Like, well, people who listen to J. Cole watch it, like, at the end of the year when they do the end of the year, like, Spotify stuff, like, they do that. But I would say it's that. And then I would say another big thing that we talked about even before the cameras came on, just, like, you got to be aligned. You know what I'm saying? With your podcast partner or your team, your cameraman. Everybody has to be aligned. we could go way farther if we all bought in. You know what I'm saying? What are you willing to do? We say we want success, but what are you willing to give? You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to go all in for this? Because like it takes a certain level of dedication, a certain level of like grind, a certain level of hustle. Like I guarantee you, if we want to be number one, like you said, in 8 months or 9 months, I'm like, we could be that. But do you know how ugly this shit gets? Bro, I know some guests that we could get on in L.A. Are we going to drive down to L.A. next week and get them on? I know some guests we can get out in Philly. We're going to drive down. Like, it got to become your goddamn life.
I feel like that will deter people that's not really in it. Because I feel like both of y'all networking skills are, like, lit. The people you talk to, the people y'all can bring together for breaking the machine, like, they out here. Like he said, you got to go.
Right.
And people will be like, oh, especially in your situation, you got a whole career. Are you willing to put that career on hold? Are you willing to take a break from that career to pursue this full time? Those are questions you got to ask yourself. Same with me. I'm going to be done with school next year. So it's like, I know we probably could have went further, but that was a personal goal I needed to get out the way for me. So it was like, in the meantime, I'm still consistent with this, but I know that but like our cameraman and stuff, like they have, jobs. So it's like, it's only certain things we can do, and they are an amazing team for us. So it's like, we got to all align on that at one day when we all just wake up one day and like, okay, we all giving this all we got. This is our main job. This is our main focus right now. Like some people that made it, like Wallow and Gilly, like this their lifestyle. They don't do nothing else.
No, they don't.
Like, Wallow might be having a booking for this and that, but it's still all related to talking.
Yeah.
Same with Gilly. They wake up every day and go state to state.
Yeah.
Doing this.
Yeah, they do.
I do aspire to be like that.
No, that's how I really want to be. You feel me? Like that. When I think about the vision, that's really how I look at it. But I ain't never think about it about leaving my career. You know what I'm saying? Of course I do. But the only thing that be in my mind is I got mouths to feed. So like, it's an income that's coming in. And now I'm up here thinking like, all right, the best way for me for us to take off more is I had to bring more money in through here. So it had to basically replace my income. Yeah, because I'm not.
But it can't be no ifs, ands, buts about it. And I know you spiritual. If you gonna put God first, you gotta let him do his work.
Yeah. I'm just, but at the same time,
and you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot. But I bet you the end goal gonna be.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But it just gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? I got a little girl out here.
It's not gonna make sense in the beginning.
No, it don't. It never do. I just gotta, just go with faith and just leave. I mean, I can up and leave. I done it before, but it's just about being consistent when
That's gonna test your relationship too.
Oh yeah.
Because you're gonna have to ask her, "Do you trust me?"
Yeah.
And she gonna really have to trust you.
Yeah.
She not gonna see it at all. It's gonna be a tunnel.
No.
But can you trust that when we get to the end of the tunnel?
Man.
What this reward gonna look like?
No, facts.
That's deep. Yeah.
No, I mean that's true. Like
it's deep.
That's gonna make and break it.
And it's also about following on your word, man. Like when you say you're gonna do something, just
do it.
Like I know when he said he gonna do something, he do it.
Yeah.
Like that's what my ex used to always tell me. Like anytime I'd be like, I'm gonna pay for it. She never questioned. She used to question a lot of things, but if I say I'm gonna pay for it, she know that's gonna get paid. It's gonna get paid. I don't give a fuck what is going on. Your car broke down or something, whatever happened, I'm gonna pay for it. You don't even question it. Just like if you follow through on your word, people not gonna question what you say.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have a vision that nobody else can see, and by you already being like in a situation, that'll test like your relationship to know like, is this really it for real? I'm trying to think of somebody that recently made it. Well, I mean, Steve Harvey and them talk about it all the time, but like somebody that is probably someone closer to our age. I can't even think, but I can't think of nobody. I don't know if that's going to live beyond your means for a second, or what it's gonna take. But I know it's possible. I know y'all already consistent.
You feel like it would be easier in a different city?
Yeah, I feel like y'all would get a lot done outside.
I'm talking about y'all.
Us, yes. It's a lot of people that we want to reach.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Where would the ideal city be?
The first city would be Atlanta.
Yeah.
The first city would be Atlanta. We already got like people that agreed to it. It's just about setting a date. Then Philly, it's a couple people I want to do in Philly. We was just in Philly, but time don't always align. That's the first 2 cities I would go to.
Yeah, I felt that. That's why when I moved to Atlanta, I was like, man, shit gonna change. But it's exactly what we talking about. It's like I moved and it's like I had to go on faith. Like it was all faith. And you know, me and you was talking a lot. Like I was like, dang, I wish Spank could move with me, because I know if he was here with me, like we could have went and like killed this shit. It's like, you know, that was the only time we even got offered like a podcast deal when I went down there. You know, they didn't want to include Spank in the deal, so I was just like, nah, you know, it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's not even breaking the machine at that point. But it's just like,
I wasn't even gonna be mad if he took it.
nah.
No, it's when you see a vision though. Like, can't nobody knock that vision off.
Yeah.
It's definitely obtainable. It's something that you gotta think about, that you gotta pray about.
Yeah, he got me in a deep
space. When you ask me, am I gonna be here when it get ugly? That's what you gotta ask her. Like, look, boo, this my plan. This blah blah blah. And
you know, it's crazy. I came with so many plans. Like I feel like I'm a person that be I came with so many plans. Like I think from like shit from 2020 to now, I came with so many different plans. And life, man, life be life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no excuses or nothing. But like shit, I'm still standing tall. Like I really don't really speak what the fuck be going on. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, I still stood tall. You feel me? I don't like. Also, I think it's timing too. You know, like the stuff I learned from there to now. Like a lot of people don't know. I was on like some. I was trying to get out the rabbit hole. I was on some more science shit. So that kind of like messed me up. Like learning about how you ain't gotta pay bills, and once I learned like you ain't gotta pay bills, everything already paid for. Like I went down that rabbit hole, and that shit fucked me up because I was really on a wholesaling real estate, and I was really like knocking on doors, doing good. You know what I'm saying? And I had a mentor, but like I kind of fell out with my mentor at that time because I felt like he was playing me because I was giving him money and hearing other people saying, "Oh, he playing you, he scamming you, yada yada yada." You know, people that don't even understand what you're doing. You know, that's when I learned that, you know, you pay for time, like you pay for like knowledge. And but it's me going down that rabbit hole. But to be honest, I'm happy I went through all that shit because the shit I am knowing, the shit I am learning, the shit I am getting to, you know, I know it's gonna be so much beneficial for me long term that I'm not really tripping. You know, it's just about, like you said, just being consistent and stop procrastinating and just getting up every day ready to dominate. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, motherfuckers gonna fuck with you when you hot, or like if you hot. I feel like it's all about if you likable or not. Like if you likable, you can go very far in society, in life. So it's just about, like you said, making a plan though and sticking to it, and figuring out what that plan is. Definitely is what that plan look like. You know, it be so many plans in my head. Like I wrote down. I got so many stuff I wrote down, and I feel like I'm always starting from scratch. Like I don't know. Like what really my plan is, to be honest, is just to get my body right. I wake up every day just to go to work out and to figure out how to get my body right. I swear to God. Man, I feel like the money and everything else will come with that.
I feel like when you trust God or whatever your belief is, I feel like you can't say you trust in it and then trying to figure stuff out on your own. Like that's not how it works. It's not gonna work that way.
What you mean, like figuring stuff out? I don't feel like I'm trying to figure out my own. I definitely like trust it. Like I'm still here. Like, bro, I'm definitely trusting it. Like especially at the position I am now, making the money that I'm making. I know I'm trusting it. Like it's just shit. I really think it's just timing. And then that's really what I'm thinking now. Like, bro, this shit timing.
Have y'all thought about doing a tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to do one, and yeah, just
pull the Cash App card out and go on the tour.
Yeah, why did we do that though?
No,
Was it because of me?
I don't know if it was. It was. The first event went very well, but it didn't go exactly how we planned it to go. You know,
but it went well though. It got done.
Yeah, it got done. We filmed it and everything, and
We just didn't drop it.
We just didn't drop it. It didn't go exactly how it was planned. We were sponsored to do it, so it, you know, certain things you can say, certain things you can't say. You know, certain ways you can talk, certain ways you can't talk. And I feel like, you know, we might have.
Oh damn! Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so
I was on there cussing and stuff.
Yeah.
Being spanked the bank.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, what people don't understand, I'm likable. So you can't tell me how I can present myself to these kids, especially to like HBCU. I went to HBCU. I did 5 years there. I can relate more than anybody in the room. You can't tell me how to be Spank the. That's where Spank the Bank come from. HBCU, cool. I got that name from college. So that's how I be feeling sometimes. Like, bro, I'm likable. I understand how you don't want me to be. You feel me? But I you know, I don't want to say too much. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's
if it was meant to be, it would have happened for y'all. But I have no doubt in my mind that y'all not gonna make it. I have no doubt in my mind about it. I feel like y'all got something nobody else got. I feel like y'all compliment each other and y'all keep each other.
It's timing.
level.
It's timing. My bad.
I feel like the same with you and Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's timing, bro. Like, people gotta understand the shift we about to go into. We might go into another low key. People about to be depressed. You know what I'm saying? Only the strong can survive, and only the strong they are willing to hear to speak. So if we make it out through this next depression that's about to happen, and you know we like level up and just do all the right things, people gonna want to listen to us more, and that's gonna make our audience much bigger for the people that's looking for hope. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming. It's a new shift coming. And, you know, it's about, are you ready for that war, for this new shit, man? And I feel like we all are, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know he definitely is. I know you definitely is. So, like, I just feel like it's timing, to be honest. It's timing. We started 3 years ago. What, 2 years ago?
Almost 3.
It'd be almost 3 in January. So, I just feel like timing. Like, it's coming.
And it's about waking up in the morning and just trying to think about what are you willing to give, you know what I'm saying? And also thinking about, like, do you really want it? And then when it becomes that, like, okay, what do I want more?
Yeah.
Because do I really want it? Yeah, I want it, but I'll tell you what I want right now. I want some comfort right now. I want some companionship right now. That's what I really want. That's not is my desire to be number one in this podcast realm, in this mental health realm. Because I didn't look at the top 200. It's 96% white podcast, and I ain't got no problem with that, but I feel like we breaking into a lane that's not really friendly to us.
Because it's not in our community.
And it's not in our community.
That's why I said it's perfect timing. You know what I'm saying?
But you just got to find out, like, what do you want more right now? And then really identify that. Or what's stopping you from doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, me writing my books or me working on these audio stories. Like, I was just listening to that audio book Will Smith working on. I'm like, damn, I was being supposed to do this. Like, so it's like, what's stopping me? Like, I want some companionship right now. I want some comfort right now. Like, that's number one on my priority list right now. And it's not going back into that ugly space that I used to be in college, grinding every day, because I used to be there. I know what it takes to get there. I know what it takes to make this number one. I could do it. I could do way more for the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I could go deeper. I don't want to say way more because I do a lot.
You feel like you mentally drained?
What, you want some love?
I want some love.
Yeah. My boy.
That's crazy because
I gotta be real. I wasn't. I shouldn't even say
I feel
that
like
shit
you
on here,
deserve it.
Yeah.
Do you date?
I don't right now. Yeah, but right now I just. Yeah, I'm just in the hurt space right now.
Yeah, my boy.
Yeah,
I've been there.
Are you in therapy?
No, I'm not in
Have
therapy.
you thought about it?
I have, but
Spank, please.
I've been talking to a lot of therapists on my other show, like some of the biggest therapists in the world, and they've been giving me some good advice.
No, like I said, he needs somebody. Like, sometimes, bro, you need somebody sweet. Like you said, you need somebody companion, somebody that's just gonna be sweet to you. Therapist ain't gonna be sweet to me. Like, what I mean by sweet, like, I need you to, like, just like somebody a woman, a feminine energy that can hear me cry and cry with me, or just heal me. Because really, bro, we can heal each other. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a therapist to always heal you. I feel like we can heal each other. Like, my love can heal, you know what I'm saying? No homo, heal you. You know, I'm thinking that's like he's a female or something, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, like, my love can heal you. You know what I'm saying? And, like, sometimes we need that shit. Especially when you, as a man are givers.
We
That's
give,
true.
we give, we
That's
give,
true.
we give, and women just take. We need someone that's gonna give love back, a sweet, gentle love. Like I need love like my mama, but you're not my mama. You know what I'm saying? But just a nice, just love me. You know what I'm saying?
I look at us as artists, you know, and I definitely look at myself as an artist. So it's just like, I feel like, you know, in order to do this, like you can't get on the mic if you're not in the good energy. We all probably have done it. Got on the mic when we not in the good
I think I do it a lot.
Got on the mic when we beefed up with our co-host or whatever, that we done all did it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it might not even come, or it might be a great episode. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's not a muscle we want to flex because it's just, it's not going to lead to longevity. So it's just like, if I'm not in the right mindset, I'm in the in-between. You know what I'm saying? So my art's not coming out right. My poetry's not coming out right. I'm not able to do it because I'm in the in-between. You know what I'm saying? My energy is not the best. So then my work takes it, but I'm still showing up. We still showing up. We still doing it. But it's just like I'm in the in-between. You know
I know
what I'm
it's
saying?
when you live correctly, you glow differently.
Right.
I swear to God.
Right.
Yeah. So when y'all see me start glowing for real, just know.
Listen, you'll be a good woman for a man. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all better stop playing, brothers. Y'all better go try to
Right.
no toxic man go holler at the door.
No, but I sometimes I feel like that. I'm not gonna lie, but then I think about it. It's just like I feel like it's gonna happen when the time is right, and I feel like when that person comes for you, you're gonna be the best man. It's not to say you was never the best man.
Yeah.
I just know like this gonna be it for you.
It's not about being lonely. It's about being heartbroken.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
saying.
I ain't got no problem being lonely. I'm just
Yeah.
heartbroken right now. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
I know that
I'm
feeling,
still,
bro.
I'm still
A
heartbroken.
Yeah,
lot of
me and
men
heartbreaks
don't
be different.
Listen, bro. I got a homeboy that got heartbroken at 16.
He's still heartbroken.
What? That's
It
crazy.
mess with your ego.
But I know, but that's crazy.
It's
How
not- it don't it ain't even mess with my ego. I'm just like, I feel like
it
I
don't
feel like a
with-
lost puppy. You know what I'm saying?
it-
I feel like a lost puppy for real.
You might be protected from a lot of stuff. You
Yeah,
just
he
can't
guard
see it now.
He guard right now. It's not even like my ego. It's my heart. You fucked my heart.
Yeah.
I'm a giver. I'm a
Right.
lover.
Right.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
Right.
You hurt my heart.
Right.
Now I'm cold. I'm cold.
I ain't cold, but yeah,
I'm cold.
I'm colder.
Yeah. See, I'm colder. I'm colder. Like,
not cold though.
like,
Colder.
like that's what a heartbreak is. That's why I say heartbroken. Like my heart is gone. Like you just took something from me, and not even that. You not even gonna apologize and be accountable about that. I swear to God, my chick from college, called me a couple months ago, apologizing about everything we went through in college. What was that when I was heartbroken about the whole situation?
You gotta
feeling
heal
like,
to get there.
yeah, I don't.
You gonna have me cut that out afterwards?
I told my girl I called her.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
told
like,
my girl that
Sometimes
happened.
we be doing these post edits.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you know, that's cool.
okay.
I told my girl that. I told her too. Like, yeah, my ex called me about some shit that happened at school, you know. Apologize about some, some stuff because we did go through some crazy shit. But like,
I feel like that come with growth. I called my ex way back then. Like it was probably about a year or two since we hadn't talked. But I fasted.
mm-hmm.
I fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, and I was different.
Shit.
And I was thinking about like a lot of stuff, and I was just like, I don't want to be a victim to make it just seem like it was all on him, because it wasn't. Like,
Right.
maybe if I didn't act like this, he wouldn't react like this, you know? So I did call him and wish him the best of luck.
no, I need
40
you.
days, 40
I
days.
mean-
I need you to explain. I need you to apologize not exactly what you did. Don't wish me back luck, because that's
No,
not.
I definitely told him like
Oh.
I wasn't the best person,
Oh,
and I
okay.
could have been a better person
Okay,
at this
yeah.
time and
Yeah,
that time,
yeah,
but I just
yeah.
wasn't mentally in that space. And I
Yeah.
told him like I just got off of a fast,
Yeah.
and my spirit, it was on my spirit to reach out to you.
Yeah, don't say with.
Yeah.
I
No, I
just came to
wasn't.
apologize. Wish you good luck.
No. It wasn't. It was like a sincere conversation. I was like, "Hey, how you been? You know, what's going on?" And I kind of like set the tone of the conversation, and I said it. It was just, but everybody is not going to get there, or it might take them years. It might take for somebody to watch you get married for them to be like, "Oh, well, let me say this." I don't know how people think, but that's what it was for me. And I know he's somewhere living his life, and at the end of the day, he can never say I was a bad person.
Man, what is that woman name that said they asked her, would you date a bus driver if he ride the bus?
Eon Levantine.
Okay, she said something very powerful. My sisters that's in college, she was basically saying, while you in college, women should get their degree, but also find a man. I totally was one of those people that was like trying to be on that. Like as a man though, like get my degree and find like my girl there. Like, and I think that's probably why that's why I was on my college relationship. Like, all right, this is my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say I was my wife, but I was thinking like, all right, this is my shorty. I'm gonna get my degree. We're gonna get married, like stuff like that. But like, so much things came into play. But like, I do feel like people should do that. So anybody that's in college right now, like, if you're in a serious relationship, I definitely think y'all should go towards that. Like, go ahead, because by the time you done, you 22, 23. You damn it did all the partying you gonna do. You
25.
Okay, 25. Nah, yeah, 20. Nah, because about 25 you could do it with your partner. You did from like 18 to 20, 21.
Men don't mature till they 40, so.
We don't get financially stable. Like a man don't hit his peak until the 40s.
It's a very seldom of men that's mentally mature at 25.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, you're right. 25 I was kind of mature at 25.
I don't know. That's just my personal experience. They be 30 and mature, so.
I don't know. I think I was just saying that just to say, like I know people in college listening. If you got a girlfriend right now, man, try to make it work, brother. Make it work. Marry her. That's after her graduation. Nigga propose.
Don't focus on love in college.
Don't.
Focus on getting that degree.
It's not. It's all about the network. It's all about the connections in college, brother. Say no. That degree isn't important.
Yeah. I'm not saying don't have love, but don't focus on. Don't crash out about it.
Yeah, because I crashed out. I still got my degree, but I crashed out. Like, oh my God. Like, I fought a dude in college on my ex. I punched him, and he was sitting in the car, and I did it because she called me a bitch. I'm just spilling stuff in college. This is my college stories. This would be a segment, Spank College Stories. But she called me a B word, and then I couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It hurted me because at the time, because I was a person that used to let stuff go. Like and she used to see that. So she used to think I wouldn't stand up for myself. But I was just a person that let things go and won't let it get out of hand. So we got in an argument with her. She called me a B. So that really like triggered me. But I knew like, okay, you see that I let things get away. You see that I'm a person that's not conflict, so you think I'm a B. Okay, I'm gonna show you who the real B is. So I see her dude walking outside from an event. They get in the car. He in the driver's seat. She in the passenger seat. I'm over there with D talking and stuff. Just talking and kicking it. And then it's funny. We took a picture. Like, you know how Tupac take a picture right before he died. I got one of those. I took a picture. Then next 10 minutes it was on and popping. But I remember taking a picture, and I just walked over there to the car. They were like, "What's Spank doing?" And I get on her side. I don't even think I even said something for real to her. I was just like, man, all I said was what's up to her. He just said, bro, what you doing? I just wanted him to say something. And I said, what, bro? What you say? What you say? Walked all the way from her side to his side. Damn, I can't believe I did this. And I started swinging on him, like punching on him in the car. You know, all the hurt. And it's like, bro, I did all this just to prove that I wanted to be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I did all of that. And that's like, God damn.
But fast forward to now, look at you now.
Yeah.
If you didn't go through that, you might have been acting like that at this age. So be thankful for your girl.
Yeah. But just know, like, I did crash out. I crashed out over love in college. And I'm just saying, brothers, when you out there, man, the ones that's 18, 20, 21, man, yeah, don't take it too serious. You feel me? Plenty of other females on the campus that like you that you don't even know. Also, I was insecure at that time about myself because I did have like a cute ass girlfriend at the time. Like, she was cold, so like she used to look like she like Ari, and I was very like insecure. Like I wasn't used to getting the hottest girls, so like that kind of like played a part of me doing all of that. Like, I had to keep her because she was so fine. You feel me? So like, brothers, that's a red flag too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just listen to the wisdom Spank is giving tonight. It's just, man, you know, growth.
Yeah. Definitely growth, man. Definitely growth. A lot of things Spank has told me over these episodes, it took me a while to understand them, but, you know, I understand them at a certain point, man.
I'm telling you, man, living an HBCU life is a whole different. You a different person. Like it'd be weird. Like I can, like D and Y will understand. Like we saw things. Like it was the hood, but a safe hood. It's kind of weird. And then you only saw your people every day. Like it's just a different experience. Then we come back to the real world. You see black people so serious about a job and all this stuff. You be like, bro, it ain't that serious. But you went to this type of school and stuff like that. So I see why you act like that and stuff like that. But
I did want to ask you before we end about you meeting $1 million worth of game.
Yeah.
And Poor Minds. I saw y'all linked up with them. Was that 2 days ago or was that
2 days ago?
2 days ago, and congratulations on that, and just for them bringing you out on stage. But just talk about some of the wisdom and just the experience of being able to meet some of these big podcasters in the industry, because I think that's super dope.
Poor Minds, they were really sweet. It was like we knew them. Like the energy just was authentic. Like they understood us, we understood them. They were like very vulnerable about where they at in their podcast life, and only podcasters will get it for certain things. So that was dope to meet them. And just to see other black women doing their thing, like, I love that. And meeting $1 million worth of game, that was a funny experience. They were, like, just blunt and honest about a lot of stuff. Like, we didn't have that much time with them, but, like, the time that we did spend, it was like they was just giving us the game. Like, y'all got to, like, you got to want this. Like, basically a dog-eat-dog world. Like, everybody out here doing it. Make sure that you got a reason and make sure y'all stand out. So that was really good game that we got from them. And when they come here, we still try to reach out. So,
do you feel like it's harder being in this industry as a woman?
of course.
Yeah.
Guys, they don't ever want to do business all the time.
I feel like y'all got it easier.
Oh no, we do not. I've turned down a lot of business because guys can't.
Why you say that's fake?
Besides like the sexual part, you know.
I feel like that makes it very difficult.
Yeah, it does.
That's hard.
If my guests don't respect me, I can't have you.
Yeah, I'd be saying no.
I'm not
or people we did. Next thing you know, they manager FaceTiming at 3 a.m. and I just be looking like, excuse me, like what time is it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't need a bodyguard.
I actually want to hire people that and somebody to run my phone. Just like when it's a woman,
A manager be calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, a manager has called recently.
About what?
He was like, I was trying to see if you were still outside. Outside doing what?
Oh my God.
I feel like I shouldn't be laughing at this, but I'm trying to keep it together. Like, that's crazy.
I don't be playing. I'm very stern.
You don't cough, but you don't come off as a girl like,
not at all.
You know, I got her. You know what I'm saying to me? Let me see what's.
No, I'm very, very, very professional. Like, I want to start working out again. Well, I work
Come
out
to
on my
Fit
own.
God.
I don't want a male trainer.
Okay, I respect that.
You know, I was very
I respect
open at the time, and it's just like, no, they just don't know how to handle business. Everything is just, if you're gonna be in that field, like, just make it comfortable for women. It's hard. I don't know. I just feel like men would get way further if they wasn't always trying to talk to somebody.
I'm gonna leave that off.
No, that's real.
No,
That's real.
I feel you. I feel you, because that goes in the workplace too.
Yeah.
But women be knowing what they be doing.
Just showing up.
Okay, yeah, y'all show up, but why you gotta wear this when you show up?
Oh, shit.
When you go to the gym, you're
gonna
gonna wear
get us
fit
canceled,
clothes.
I'm talking about. I ain't talking about when you wearing clothes. I ain't talking about to the gym.
God.
Well, I don't know. Let's cut off what I just said. 'Cause I don't even know what I'm saying.
You ain't say nothing crazy, bro. It's just I feel like I feel like some women can't help, man. If they attracted, they attracted. It is what it is.
Yeah,
You
it
know
is what it is.
I know women with
but most
shapes,
men,
and even when they wear baggy stuff, you can still see their shape.
Right.
that's an excuse.
I'm just saying, if it got something to do with their outfit, some women are thick.
Oh yeah, they are.
Actually, Keith Lee talked about his wife when they first met. They met at like a shoe store or something like that, and he was just like, he looked at her as like a homeboy because she used to wear like oversized clothes.
Yeah.
And his wife is really like fit, especially before they kids. And he was like, one day she showed up in some leggings, and I was like,
Damn.
like, he didn't even know that she had the shape that she had because she had on oversized clothes. That's why I'm just, as a woman, it's just hard. Like, some of them are born like that. Like,
Yeah, no, they.
Shout out to Keith Lee. I want to get him on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
somebody
Yes,
I've been
that's
working to
dope.
get on.
Yes.
So
Have you
I'm gonna
talked
make
to
that
him?
happen. No, I'm gonna make it happen though.
I
What
feel
part
like-
of the city is he from?
He from Detroit,
He
I
from
thought.
Detroit, but I'm saying we can go to Vegas and talk to him if y'all want to. We should.
Hey,
that's a
shit,
trip.
we put that together.
Listen, I got 2 weeks off in December.
The end of the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
We can turn it up.
and I got a week
Hey.
off in November.
Yeah.
That's like one thing I do like about
Keith
my
Lee,
schedule.
that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, I want that.
I was DMing and emailing him when they was here. I love how he shook Atlanta up though. I like that accountability. We need that.
Yeah, in the community, yeah.
And that's what make his food reviews different. Like everybody just be like, oh, 10 out of 10. We only did like 3 or 4, but I mean the food was good when we had it. But I get the people that they make you wait hours and it's just too much.
I do think we do need more accountability. I hate even everybody promotes it. Well, so I'm a black business and this. Well, shit, y'all got a lot of work. To be honest, I hate people. I don't want to sound like I don't know. I don't care how I sound. Sometimes I feel like black business do overprice for their things. And I understand you black business and understand, but bro, you overpricing.
And they don't open on time, unprofessional.
Professional.
You really don't even got no room to even be charging this.
Like, I don't think one big corporation that started off overpriced. I don't think they is overpricing, but like, I be like, dog. Now, clothes is overpriced. I'm saying, because it's a lot of black clothes I would like to wear, and I'm like, damn, I can't pay for that this week. By the time I do want it, it's gone.
That's real bad. And I just feel like they don't have policies or they don't have like standards.
Yeah,
like
man.
when I heard the thing about like them saying like we don't do call-in orders. Like when I lived in Atlanta, all the soul food spots I used to go to, they always said we don't do call-in orders. Then you call on a Friday, now they doing call-in
Yeah,
orders.
it
It's
be
like
They pick
okay,
their own rules.
well Eddie he does call-in orders, but Carol she don't do call-in. Like this is crazy. Y'all don't have no standard policy because I've been doing call-in orders for like 3 weeks now. Now I'm talking to you and now you don't do call-in orders. Like they don't have like a policy.
I get
standard.
pissed. I be getting mad. Like, I be going in. I be getting mad at black businesses sometimes. Like, bro, how the hell you want? All right, bro. Like, and then I be like, how you think your shit gonna succeed if you can't do this? I be on that sometimes just because
I needed my food, bro. I was surviving off of soul food, dog. I was so depressed when I was there. I was eating soul food every day, bro.
macaroni and cheese.
Yes, bro. Every day, man. I was eating soul food every day, just trying to numb the pain, bro.
Dang, I'm surprised you ain't get fat.
Doing the podcast episodes in my Airbnb, hooking that shit up, like putting it on top of clothes and put my camera on top of clothes, talking and shit.
Like,
You
I do
sure
like
did
Georgia
hide
though.
it.
Yeah.
I do like Georgia though, bro. It is a nice scenery down there.
You
Like,
got 2 weeks and a week off. Y'all need to link up and figure out where
yeah,
y'all going.
Facts.
I don't care if y'all got to drive. However y'all got to get
Facts.
there, make it work.
Facts.
I done drove my car so much. I swear to God, I would drive my car, but I done drove it to North Carolina and back like 30 times. I can't.
It'll make it somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I better.
God willing.
I can't do it.
You
Yeah,
seen what
I
Keith Lee just posted about his car, his Hyundai.
I ain't see it.
Oh, go on. I'll show it to you on his TikTok.
Okay,
About
I'm
his
gonna need
Hyundai.
to check that out.
He
But
said he drove it everywhere.
we do need to do that though. Dallas is definitely one because
Oh, yeah,
Jaquavius said
yeah.
he wanted us to come
I
down
wanna
there and
move to
interview
Dallas.
those dudes.
I want to move to Dallas.
Damn.
Yeah,
Hell
so in the
yeah.
morning when y'all wake up and y'all have y'all kumbayas, make sure it's about where we finna go.
No facts. So I can just put money to the side.
But this has been a great episode. I really appreciate you doing this episode with us, man. This is a
Just
powerful
come hanging
conversation.
out with us.
Very thought provoking. Like you got me in a very thought provoking space right now in like
Yeah.
10 different areas.
Touch on the next episode.
I'm like
Give us an
whew.
update.
But I appreciate you being on this episode with us, man. This is Late Night with Breaking the Machine. This is a powerful episode. We got to do our Spank the Bank of Mod the Poet, and that's been a wrap for this episode. You dig?
You did.